Shakur Stevenson got jobbed. Man, big change to his fight, which will be taking place later this year. I do believe in November against what is his name? Joe Cordina, as he has been vaulted into a position of great responsibility, headlining a pay-per-view, but not headlining it at the same time. As news has come out that Shakur Stevenson will be on pay-per-view on DAZN, while the main event on the card will be on ESPN Plus. No pay-per-view. You just need a membership. Wow, talk about setting somebody up for failure. Wow, talk about giving somebody all of the responsibility and none of the reward. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we're going to be in the 135-pound division, where Shakur Stevenson will be defending his WBC World Championship against Joe Cordina. On what was supposed to be the undercard of Dmitry Bivol versus Arthur Beterbiev. Strange twist, though. I don't think this is the first time that this is taking place. But this fight will be pay-per-view for Shakur Stevenson. But it will not be a pay-per-view in order to see the best fight on the card. Why in the world? I know why that would happen. I understand why that would happen. But what's the effect of it on Shakur Stevenson? I don't like it. First, let's talk about why it would happen. Arthur Beterbiev is a fighter that is with Bob Arum and Top Rank. Bob Arum and Top Rank have an exclusive contract with ESPN to air Top Rank fights. So clearly, Arthur Beterbiev's promoter, Bob Arum, said, no, it can't be on DAZN. It needs to be over here on ESPN. So what does that leave? It leaves Shakur Stevenson, who is just left ESPN, who's fighting on the undercard, to have to carry the pay-per-view. But so it makes sense why Bob Arum would do it. But again, you're going to have most of the people that are going to be interested in seeing that pay-per-view are no longer going to buy it because they don't have to. Because they're going to say, hold on, man, the reason I'm watching this fight is the Bivol Beterbiev on ESPN Plus. So if I want to see it and I have to get ESPN Plus, well, there's a fee to get ESPN Plus if you don't already have it. But why would you, if that's the main fight that you're trying to watch, why would you also pay for a pay-per-view full of fights that you don't want to see? Specifically, Shakur Stevenson versus Joe Cordina. I also do believe that this is all going to be in the same arena. And I will have to check my facts on this. I do believe, however, that this fight card is going to be in Saudi Arabia. If this fight is in Saudi Arabia, that means Shakur Stevenson's going on pay-per-view in the United States in the afternoon against somebody that nobody wants to see him fight, thinks is a completely trash fight. And there's financial motivation not even to buy the fight, because the best fight on the card is over there for free to members of ESPN Plus. Wow. Wow. That absolutely, if you cared about what people's pay-per-view numbers were, right? To say, oh, is this guy a big draw, whatever? Well, guess who doesn't have any burden on their back? Arthur Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol. No problem. They're all on budget. Over here, Shakur, oh yeah, let's see what your pay-per-views were. Man, oh wow. I am really taken back by that turn of events. I am really taken back because I don't know if oh my God. I was definitely going to buy it when I thought that it was Beterbiev and Bivol. And then it was like, okay, well, I get to see Shakur too. So a little buff to, a little bit of a pump up to the value of the pay-per-view. But now I get Beterbiev and them and I've already paid for it. You got to be a diehard fan to go with that, man. You got to be a diehard fan to go with that. Diehard fan to go with that. But at the same time, that's Matchroom. And I hope they're paying Shakur Stevenson well. And that in this particular instance, that he definitely does listen to his mentor, Terrence Crawford, who says, get your money up front. Give me this bag up front. Because much like Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney, much like that fight, but much more predictably so, this fight ain't gonna do well on DAZN pay-per-view. I don't know whether it is gonna, honestly, I do not know whether it is gonna catch Terrence Crawford versus David Avanesian on BLK Prime. The rumored pay-per-view numbers for that, which were, not that good. Number one, because of them primarily because of the network, I think. I think it would have done better if it was like on ESPN. But this, no, it's just absolutely positively set up to lose, man. So what does that mean for Shakur Stevenson going down the line? This is not going to be a fight that is going to boost and work towards his status and getting the Gervonta Davis fight. Because this is the ultimate example of hiding your light underneath a bushel. But you may be getting there may be a lot of money underneath that bushel, right? Before you put before you put your light underneath there. However, man, this ESPN Plus, why don't you just air everything on ESPN Plus? And let everybody have it. See, that's again why I do not buy this idea that Saudis do not care about money. If they didn't care about the money, why in the world is it on pay-per-view for DAZN? And also, I have to tell you, man, what did United States of America do to DAZN to deserve to get all of this? First of all, I do believe we get a whole bunch of fights that are pay-per-view to us that are not pay-per-view to other people. I would be very interested to know whether or not Shakur Stevenson versus Joe Cordina is pay-per-view only in the United States, and whether or not it's completely free over there in Europe, and they're gonna for free also, because they don't have ESPN Plus. Also, they're going to be able to get the whole thing all on one thing on DAZN for free. If I find out that that's the case, man, it will let me further know what they think of their American audience at DAZN. Not a lot of respect for it. But anyway, that's my take on the matter. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.